coronavirus has everybody locked in the house, so I figured I'd make a video worthwhile. So we'll figure out what it takes or what I have in my saddlebags for a toolbox. And this is what I got. I got the Stockton tool company kit here. And this is what I use basically to do oil changes and all kind of other stuff for my bike. So let's break into it, and we'll help you assemble yours as well too. So we've got the screwdriver, flathead, much bigger screwdriver. And I'll also show you the things that I've added to it, so we'll go from there. If I can get it out of this damn thing. There's there, spark plug, sockets. Let me skip one. Got vice grips. I got the long and the standard. I think I threw that standard one, the extra long one in there from my own toolkit that I rarely use. And then I got these from good old Harbor Freight, which I'll show you in a minute. And I got some wire cutters and a small needle nose, flashlight, old Harbor Freight. I believe this came in it. And then at the bottom, put this upside down. At the bottom, I've got, I think the cloth came with it, and a little tube and some wire. Roll that up. Next I have another little set I got from Harbor Freight. Wow! Put it in there. And when I was doing this, I put a wrench on just about everything on my bike to just make sure it would fit and it would be somewhat useful. Oops! And I got some zip ties, more wire, a little Loctite, because more likely if something break down on the bike, you're not gonna have a torque wrench, so why not have a little Loctite, make it stay put. Obviously ratchet, air pressure gauge, pressing wrench, just in case you can't find that size you don't have. And I got more little stuff from Harbor Freight.
Wow!
All the colorful ones are from Harbor Freight. I'll talk about that here more in a minute. And then this is the one that came with the set, which is Matrix. And then I got the standard ones here, which also came in good hands. And I also have some extra long zip ties, just in case I need to use those as well too. So that's pretty much what I have in mind. Now, in comparison, I'm going to show you what comes in the kit and the things that I've added to mine to make it be the way that it is, and we'll go from there. So that's that, and these are the things that I currently carry in mine. And pretty much I do my own oil changes out of this bag. And like I showed you before, it comes in its own little bag, which is pretty sweet. Let's set that here. I'm gonna go from there. Now, what you can see is what I changed up in my. They have the bits and all that good stuff. This is somewhat similar. This is the standard toolkit, in which I'm wondering. And at the moment, I got the metric toolkit, which was not a good idea. And I'm starting to see some things that are kind of different. So, anyways, we'll go from there. Obviously, you can see we'll start with the top here. You got the tape and a couple fuses that come with your bike. The thing that I did too in the other bag, I went and got some of those fuses that were in mine, and I put them in here as well too, so that way you won't be without, rather than just depending on what it is that they have. And it also comes with electric tape as well too. You have the cutters as well. Put that back. And as you can see, one of the things that I added in mine from Harbor Freight is the flashlight. So I added that to mine. I also, in the kit, there's something to think about. When you guys are kind of change your oil, let's say you had to change it, these aren't too much deep. These aren't deep enough to get into, let's say, like your primary cover or your primary drain. So you need something a little longer, and that's why I went to Harbor Freight and I purchased the sockets that are a little longer like these, because it'll be kind of hard to get in there. Yeah, you can change the oil, but at the end of the day, you can't get up in there for the primary. Primary is something that you could change, because now you have the torque heads to take those off of the primary, so that'd be pretty good. And you have your needle nose, which we still have. We got vice grips. We got that spark plug, and at the same time it has I don't know if you can see the rubber insert in it. Turn it to the side maybe. It has a rubber insert in it, so once you screw it off, it comes out. It'll probably stay within. I guess I wasn't telling the truth about that, but you got the extended ratchet, and you got the normal ratchet extension. So that'll be very interesting. You have another spark plug. The fatter one. Same one within. Same one within. The metric one. You also have the two small common and Phillip heads, just like you have on this set here as well too. And what I did was, on my kit, I took these bigger ones out, and I got this screwdriver from Harbor Freight. It's got smaller ends. You got one that's fairly big on that end, so you have 4 in one. But at the same time, I feel like this would be equivalent to these two on this side. And then if you needed something even more smaller, you can use these 2 screwdrivers here. You also have the rag. See what's inside of it, and you have the same thing. You have the tube. some wiring. Maybe you need to replace or repair some electrical stuff. I haven't had that situation happen. I hope it doesn't happen either. So see how that goes. And you also have the ratchet. You also have the air tire gauge. You have those same zip ties and wiring just in case you need to tie something on. I remember we went on a trip and guy lost his exhaust pipe. Screw came out of his exhaust pipe. So what he did was he took some wire, wrapped it around till we got to where we can go. And when we got there by the end of the night, he had ran to the Harley dealership to get a screw and put it back together. But that wire goes a long ways when you're out on the road. Also, you've got your standard wrenches, ranging from what I got. Ranging from, you got a 10 millimeter in here, which will go a long ways because there's some things on there which are 10 meters half. Why they have 2 half wrenches on here, I don't know. And then you also have a 5/8. .7/16. Then you got a 9/16. And then, like I said, you got the Torx. And you got the Allen keys. Well, that's primarily it. So, like I said on mine, because I got a metric on, not knowing till just about now. That's what I primarily got. The things that I added to mine, like I said, I added the Loctite just in case, because you know you can't torque anything when you're out on the road. Also, I got the screwdriver to replace the one over here. I also included the sockets, or the sockets from Harbor Freight. I got these and this set, and then I also went out and purchased these. What I like about these is you get that ratchet on the end, and they're inexpensive. They aren't that much, but that way they can go a long ways. And also we got the flashlight, which I had. So that's what we got. And I just wanted to show you, like, some of the stuff is inexpensive, man. But if you get the standard toolbox, you'll be pretty fine. The only thing that I would include into it, which I thought I got before, but obviously I didn't. I got the metric one, and at the same time it wasn't the standard ones. But just something I would include into it. Obviously, like I showed you before, I would get the screwdriver. That way you have 4 screwdrivers within one. You get the flashlight as well too. And then I would go and get the longer sockets. That way you can get into areas where you wouldn't normally be able to get with just a little short sockets. But I just wanted to show you guys a little bit of what it is. But these are the 3/8 drive, and I like the color coordinate because that way I wouldn't confuse them with being with my normal set that I keep in the garage. And this was what, $12.99, which isn't bad. And you know how Harbor Freight is. And then you got the combo set, which is a 9-piece, and this has got, you know, like your standard tools within it. And that was $7.99, which wasn't bad. But you won't even need this if you get the Stockton tool kit that has the ones for the standard tools. And then lastly, you got the ball end hex. And like I said before, you can use a wrench and put this on one of these to help torque it, just to give you a little more leverage, or whatever the case may be, if you need to use this. And this was $6.99, which wasn't bad. So these are the things that I just added to mine. And like I said, before I assembled this, I kind of went around with my own tools and used each wrench to see what were things that I could possibly fix if I was out on the road. I feel like an oil change or something like that's possible if you're out on the road and you need to get it done and you want to do it yourself. Yeah, that's possible. But I'm not going to change the tire, just like everyone says. I'm not going to do some stuff that is extensive. You know, that's why you have a warranty if you're out on the road. If something breaks down, possibly it malfunctions to the point that your warranty will cover you. AAA, that's another good thing to have, the AAA, the motorcycle membership, and that'll get you to, I don't know how far it will take you, but it'll get you a couple, I would say at least 100 miles, or get you to the nearest dealership or independent motorcycle shop, just to get you off the road and get you to some help. But I just wanted to show this because, you know, a lot of people go around and they say, hey, what is it that I can do and put in my toolbox that I can carry on? I just feel like the Stockton one is pretty much the one to go to. I've had some others, cruise tools. I didn't like that one because it fell short of the things that I needed. And I just felt like this Stockton one was pretty good. And it came with a lot more tools than the cruise tools. But like I said, these are the things that I added to make it to the way that I want it. Some of the things that I felt like would get me to the point where it could help me. And also too, I like this idea too. I learned this from a guy I watch off of YouTube as well too. If I can get it off, it's on the end. Another thing too, if you know you're not using your flashlight, don't put the batteries in so that they actually work. Put them in upside down. That way it'll help you save some of your battery and it won't be using it, or they possibly won't explode within. But that's what I do. I turn my batteries upside down and then I put them back in there, and if I need to use it, then I pull them out and flip the batteries over, you know, up until the time. You can use your cell phone. If it's dark out, you can use your cell phone to open this up, flash the light on them, flip over all your batteries to the appropriate setting. But, you know, like I said, those are the things that I use for my toolbox, and I pretty much use this if I'm doing an oil change, if I'm changing like primary transmission, stuff like that. I pretty much use these. That's the only thing that I really use it for. That's the only thing that I really do at home. So if you're wondering what you should have in your toolbox, get out like another guy said, get out, take some wrenches, put them on some bolts on your bike, and if it's pretty much the same bolt, then obviously that's something that you need. But until next time, guys, I'm trying to come up with all kind of ideas since we're stuck in the house for this coronavirus. So this is what I come up with, and hopefully it helps you. Until next time, see you on the road. Oh, here we go, look. He got the speakers on the back and in the front. Creativity, man. Yeah. That's tough. I like that. I want to hear what that sounds like. Man, that's 95. God, dog. That's nice. That's clean. I like the Road King right here, the little hand grip. That's sweet. That's nice.
We got a timepiece on the other side.
Say that again?
We got a timepiece.
That's nice.